break it down, back it up. I just got you a flight, a couple that don't gas me up. And now you think the word is in your hands, you're acting up. Yeah, my is bad as and I got you mad as right now.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. I'm back.
Welcome back, Jonathan.
Thank you. I don't know if I've ever been called Jonathan.
Good job. You were Jonathan all week.
Really?
Yeah, what's up, man? Welcome back. We're going to welcome you back the right way. What up, dog?
Man.
What's going on? We had a little guest appearance from him on Friday because, the peeps listened to you. They were like, great job bringing them in.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
My mom was like, I thought John was on vacation. I said, you got to talk to Lee. You got
to talk to Lee. Perfect timing. It was a Friday. He and Lee Sterling did their thing. Welcome back. I'm glad to be on this side of the glass.
Man, it's good that y'all took care of business. Thank y'all very much. And thanks for reaching out. Forgot completely about that. I was doing very, very well this weekend. I will tell you, after a vacation with all your grandchildren who are on your backs and you're playing with in the sand and running around like you're like 12 years old again, and then you drive home, I think this is more sore than pitching. I woke up this morning going, how does every single piece of, like every muscle, everything that could hurt in the world, I'm like, damn. I looked over at Chaz, I'm like, you hurting? She's like, man, I can barely move.
Father Time is catching up with it.
Man, I think it's after you do all that stuff and then you sit in a car for 7 straight hours because I'm a crazy driver person.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I hop in that joint.
You right.
We going, girl. You better put some Depends on because I ain't stopping.
I was wondering what you were getting at.
No, actually, I pull over, like, not even at a gas station. I, like, pull over. I see a little lane. I'm like, bam, pull in, get out. What do you mean, get out? Squat. Just, you got this. Because we in a hurry, woman. We got to get back. We got football games. I'm going to catch some of this.
Man said squat. Just one order. That's it.
People see a car pulled over. Don't pull over if it's my car. Somebody's just got to pee. And I ain't got time to stop. But anyway, it's good to be back. And it's also sad to be back, to be honest with you. I'm going to make you feel better. I'm going to try my damnedest.
Had a tough weekend in the city.
Man, not just the
area.
Yeah, I mean, are you kidding me? You can go Tennessee, Memphis. You can go down to Oxford. You can go to Fayetteville. You can go down to Mississippi State.
You can't go to Nashville, though, dog.
Nope, because game day's going to Nashville to see Diego. Diego. Diego.
He's earned that job.
The
I
Fighting
like
Commodores playing Eli Drinkowitz, Missouri Tigers, who also deserve a lot of love, and they don't get it. He just wins football games. But that's where game day's going. Not coming here to Memphis and
no, but there ain't.
South Florida. And Memphis, if everybody does, if there's somehow where you've been living under a rock and you don't know.
Hold on, John. They just did another false start. Hold on. Another flag on the field.
How did he even get to that position, bro? Like, when Sutton returns at 99 yards for a touchdown, I'm like, we gonna run roughshod on these boys. I mean, they fired Trent Dilfer. They had, like, just a kid playing quarterback. Not a person that could start on our team. And I know you're like, oh, it's the battle of the bones. It's the battle of the bones. You never know what the battle of the bones. No, they were a 23.5-point favorite. And they got that's the second largest upset of the year behind UCLA and Penn State. That's the largest upset win in UAB history. They have never beaten somebody that they were a 23.5-point dog to.
Thanks for reminding me that I played on 2 of the biggest upsets and loss of the season.
Volume. Hold up. I forgot.
You're still in vacation mode.
Yeah, come on, turn that off. Now I get to tell everybody, ain't my fault I don't answer you now, because guess what? My phone be off again. I don't like answering people anyway. I don't know why. Just, not my thing.
I blame it on the attention deficit.
Yeah, it does, because every time I look at the phone, it'll like have a notification or another message. So when I go to do something in it, I never do what I intentionally go to do.
The notifications that you look for are from BetMGM.
I get always off track, and I only get on the gambling sites. Like, they are really good.
All right, well, my job is to keep you on track. You got any notifications from Jake Crane? He's going to voice.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Don't call him.
That's why I do this stuff live on air. Sometimes I need witnesses, y'all. No, tell me why. No, tell me why.
I meant to tell you.
You meant to tell me.
And if you did notice, I was.
Yeah, we back.
I was texting on air to Jake. Jake just texted me literally while we were on air.
I felt it.
And it said, "Hey, brother, can I get a little pushback?" And I said, "Bro, he's got a little 15-minute pushback on his recording time because they're doing Crane and Company as well."
Hey, Jake, FYI, never text John. I'm the one that does the calling, sir.
I will send that to you.
Don't text me. It's not worth it.
And I text him, absolutely, bro. Just text me when you're ready. You might want to text Terry Davis that he's going to get pushed back a little bit today.
What time you want Terry D? Because he's listening. Terry, we're just going to tell him on there. Terry D, you start working at what time?
10:45.
At 10:40. Terry D, you've been notified.
11:45. Never mind. I'm on the air at 11.
And I repeated it, too.
Thank you. But if you can't tell, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. And yes, Memphis lost, and it was painful, and it sucks. And right now, it feels like you got kicked in the you-know-what. I still don't know how it happened.
I can tell you 2 false starts, man. Ridiculous.
Dude, it shouldn't come down to that.
It shouldn't have, but we were down. We were actually out of it. But they fought back.
They fought
back. And then you get to the 1-yard line, and then you have a false start in which you had no business. I want to call out that fullback. I forget his name. If you have his name, text us on the Sissy's Log Cabin listener line, 901-360-8255. John, it was a quarterback sneak. If you are the quarterback, John, and Mr. Ham is the center, and I'm the fullback, what the hell am I doing moving? He scored.
I know.
He scored, but me being a fullback, I need to false start. I had no business in the play.
He was holding his water, and his water
I'm sorry, I'm done.
No, it's one of the most difficult.
That was difficult, dog.
Losses, honest to God, in Tiger history. And Boyd, has anybody hopped on the Twitter lately?
Yeah, for some good old entertainment.
Okay. Listen to you being over there.
Yeah. Hey, man, it's still activity with me, man. I got told that I was being negative this week and I was bragging on the injury history of the Memphis Grizzlies by our good homie Anthony Sane. But neither here or there. I'm ready to talk football.
Well, we're going to talk about it because, again, getting out coached, Ryan Silverfield getting out coached coming off of a bye week to play UAB before the biggest game. It could have been here in Memphis in a long time. Like that, you talk about a timing. I mean, you could not pick a worse timing to go ahead and wet your bed.
True.
And a lot of people can sit there and say, well, John, your quarterback, Brendan Lewis, was on the sideline with crutches. I don't give a damn if they didn't have a starting quarterback. Run the ball 50 freaking times and run it down their damn throat. Use your big offensive line and just muscle them up. Tell your defense to go out there and we got to, stop everything and stop being a bunch of babies here early. You weren't ready to play, man. I can't believe I'm saying this. A 99-yard touchdown return might have been the worst thing for him because it felt like they all relaxed. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. I am honestly
we got to just chalk it up for what it was, man. It was a bad day. Don't make it no better. I understand, but you had bad days in sports, man. And we had one on Saturday as a city for the football team. Yeah, I know. We can't afford those kind of bad days. I know.
Not this year. Not after we just got turned down by the Big 12.
And I know.
And now, right now, the problem that we have is we realistically, and I need all y'all's help. Hit me up at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line. Life's too short for ordinary jewelry. We need help. We got to have a lot of good things go our way. Tigers cannot lose again. I mean, oh my! It still just makes my stomach hurt. But
and they don't necessarily have an easy route the rest of the way either. They got some hitters to deal with.
Well, the problem is right now is if you just honestly look at the American, do you know how much help you need? Navy's 4-0, people. Navy hasn't lost a conference game. Navy's winners is 6 straight. In fact, by the way, Navy hasn't lost a game this year. They're 6-0. South Florida 6-1 in the season, 3-0 in the American. Tulane 3-0 in the American, 6-1 in the season. Memphis is 2-1 in the conference, 6-1 in the season. Don't forget, North Texas has only lost 2-1 in the conference. They lost to South Florida. They're 6-1. I mean, to make it to the American Championship game, you have to beat South Florida. Last game of the year at your crib. You have to beat Navy. And damn it, you also have to beat Tulane. You got to run the table on all three dead-gum teams that you got.
Let me ask you this. You just named out four, pretty much the best four in the American, right?
Yup.
How do they stack up against the... I'm not looking at anything. How do they stack up against the best four from the Big 12 right now?
Are you saying, like, the Big 12 conference?
Yes.
Well, I mean, BYU is, I guess you would say, 7-0 and number one in the
That's
Big
the cream.
12.
Okay.
Cincinnati is a shocker in my mind.
Pretty good football
4-0,
team. Yeah.
6-1 on the season. Did not expect this from Cincinnati. Their defense is salty as hell. Texas Tech had a
Bad loss.
bad loss.
Well,
They're 3-1 in the conference, 6-1. You have Arizona State, who's 3-1 in conference and 5-2. Houston 3-1 in the conference. So let's just say top 5 teams over in the Big 12. That's a good question. I mean, damn, bro. I mean, North Texas, I still don't think belongs. But Memphis, Tulane, South Florida, and Navy right now.
if you had to
it
do
ain't
five,
like-
it would, North Texas would be in that 5, though, right?
I mean, I still think Texas Tech is the team.
All right.
I mean,
I can agree with that. I can agree
look,
with
Arizona State got them at their crib. Don't act like,
you. Texas Tech almost walked that down, too.
dude, they almost walked it back down. But let's not forget Arizona State, Kenny Dillingham, Sam Levitt threw for 319. Sam Levitt's a hell of a quarterback.
They missed him the week prior when they got
And
blew out.
yeah, and they just, again, Dillingham's a good coach.
Yeah, true that. True that.
Texas Tech ran into and of course, Lil Homie couldn't pick his, a Hammond,
Yeah.
Will Hammond, the freshman kid over at Texas Tech. He had his worst game by far. Damn. Yeah, Big 12 and the American. I'm not going to sit there and say there's a big difference, especially if you look at
That's
the bottom
what
of the conference.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, just from top, really, top to bottom, but just focusing on that top line. It's like they're not that far off, and I'm not even looking at anything. So when they turn us down. They turn the money down. They don't want the revenue that we're allowing them to continue to keep. Y'all ain't really that much better, cuz. That's all I'm saying.
Y'all don't have like listen, you ain't a
It's no
10.
juggernaut there, to make it seem like, oh, we know we can't deal with y'all. Now, y'all ain't got it like that, Big 12. That's all I'm saying. Now, I'm saying this on October 20th. Could be different in December.
Y'all sound like the presidents of the Group of Five club.
Yeah,
Y'all
we got to represent for them, right?
yeah.
Somebody got to speak on their behalf.
The teams, like, if you look at the fact that you gave up 25 first downs to UAB, that's piss poor. You let them convert 9 to 13 third down conversions. That's the thing that pisses me off.
25 first downs, and Riley White was not on the field for them.
Dude, and they were 1 for 1 on fourth down. By the way, they put up 470 freaking yards on you.
I need you guys to have a heart.
I got a heart.
That was Chris Mortensen's son.
Dude, now every damn son who does something great. Listen, I was more.
You love the Mort Report. Come on, man.
I was
like
excited.
like
Hey, and by the way, Mort,
That's all. Just shout out to Mort. That's all.
Is Mort
Rest in peace,
gone,
Shep.
y'all?
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
gone.
John
Rest in
Mort's been
peace.
gone.
All right,
Yeah.
I ain't trying to be mean.
That's all. That's all.
Could he done it to someone else? Could they waited one more week to fire Trent Dilfer?
Well, that's where I was
Like,
also
wait
going.
one more week to fire Trent, and we ain't even talking about this.
How slow of a human being and coach was Trent? To where this, like, as soon as he's
Dude,
out the
they
way,
were
they
saying
got
some-
galvanized.
Hey,
I
it
ain't
happened at
seen more
UCLA as
trash
well,
talk
gentlemen.
about Trent Dilfer than after that game. Like, they put Trent Dilfer in some memes that were, like, horrible. Like, the worst human beings on planet Earth. Like, you know who they are.
Poor Trent.
I was like, damn, bro, how
Trent-
bad was it down there for Trent?
Trent take a lot of heat for a dude with a Super Bowl, man.
Dude, but they also know Trent didn't win nothing.
That's
That was
true, too.
defense, dog.
Look at her. Trent didn't win nothing.
Dude, he didn't have to do anything. They just gave it, like Ray just said, what up?
All Trent needed to do was, like, get 17 for the offense.
Hand
man.
the ball off and let the defense
Get the
do
ball
what
to
it
Jamal
does.
Lewis, Throw the ball to Shannon on a few outs, and there we go.
But yeah, Memphis has got to get off that horse. It's 11 a.m. now, this Saturday. South Florida's coming to town, and I mean, I hate to say it, dude. Like right now, South Florida looking good, bro.
Yeah.
They pimp slapped FAU like the Tigers were supposed to do to UAB. They handled their damn business. They knocked North Texas in the mouth, especially the second half. Man, North Texas was a 1.5-point favorite. I was picking North Texas. That big ass kid they got over North Texas that plays a quarterback, man. Damn, what's it? Messmaker.
I was just glad I took
Drew Metzamaker. That dude threw like 3 picks in that game.
Yeah.
He was awful. South Florida's defense looked good. They had him completely confused, and now there's a little issue. We have find
Look
out.
at you, great pronunciation. Drew
Brendan-
Mestamaker.
Drew Mestamaker. I know it's like Messmaker, something.
Gotcha.
But I know he was awful in that game, and that's because the South Florida defense was putting pressure on the quarterback, and their DBs were all up in everybody's business, man. They were in the shorts. That's who Memphis plays, 11 a.m., Saturday at the crib. Everybody needs to still be out there. And after coming off a loss, that's the thing that also worries me. Everybody was thinking game day. Everybody was thinking all this. Hey, to say this, with Missouri winning and Vanderbilt beating LSU, game day would have picked Vanderbilt and Missouri over us.
Say it again so we don't be hung up on the letdown.
But the fact that we would have had a better time at 11, like the fact that still Memphis fans was like, 7-0, this is our chance. South Florida, 2 teams ranked. It would have been huge.
It still can be huge, though. We just got to get off the mat, man.
That's exactly what it is. Now I'll turn into, I guess, one of the group of 5 presidents like you guys. Tigers can't focus on what's not happening. They can't focus on game day. They can't focus on the body punch they just took. They still have an opportunity to get into the playoffs. Say it to yourself. Believe it. Get in there.
We're going to break right now. Jake Crane just texted me. He's ready. He wants to get in on the conversation. Crane & Company's best. Jake's next, right here on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Available locally on your radio dial as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, it's easy to stay tuned to Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Guns, guns, and more guns. Over 700 firearms in stock. Home defense guns, old guns, new guns, used guns, big guns, little guns. Every gun you can think of, Classic Arms has them. All brands like Glock, Sig, Colt, Ruger, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Beretta, Benelli, Remington, Winchester, and more. Guaranteed lowest prices in town. Only gun importer in the Mid-South. Free gun inspections and appraisals and free bore sighting for the upcoming deer season. Shop online at ClassicArmsOfMemphis.com or visit Classic Arms at 1740 Germantown Parkway behind Corky's Barbecue in Cordova.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
When life crashes into you, literally, NST Law doesn't just show up with a briefcase. They show up with heart. They sit with families after devastating wrecks, look them in the eye, and say, we've got you. No scripts, no legal jargon, just real people fighting for real justice. If someone turned your life upside down, NST helps you stand back up. They've been doing this for over 35 years and have won billions for their clients. NST is the way to go. Call 683-7000 or go to nstlaw.com.
If you're thinking of selling your home, think of me, Sheldon Rosengarten with Marks Bensdorf, because I've got the tools. No, I can't fix anything around the house. Heck, I never even finished my shoe shine kit in high school shop. And if you play golf with me, you'll see why I'm known as the worst golfer in town. And they call me Mr. 3-Putt or Sheldon the Shank. But I have all the tools to get your home sold. I have a highly successful strategic marketing program that can mean the difference in what you make and when. And I'm part of a nationwide relocation network that provides many more transferred buyers coming into our market. Always interview 2 to 3 brokers. Make sure you include me, the bald, bad golfer who people say when you want the job done, call Sheldon. Reach me at 483-0546 or MemphisRelocate.com. That's right, my website says it all. MemphisRelocate.com or anytime call me at 483-0546.
Ole Miss Rebel Yell is back. The Rebel Yell Hotline Radio Show is back on WHBQ Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Every Monday night at 6, hear the latest news on your Ole Miss Rebels with Yancey Porter with 24/7 Sports, former Ole Miss defensive tackle Mike Fitzsimmons, Gordon Ford covering SEC Sports Call, and former Ole Miss baseball announcer Gary Darby. From kickoff to free throw to extra innings, your Ole Miss Sports on the Rebel Yell Hotline Show right here Monday night at 6 on Sports 56, 560 AM and 98.5 FM, your Mid-South sports station.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by MemphisMoldInspector.com. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
They can't keep Johnny down. They haven't yet built the man.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a motorboat Monday. It's a very sad Monday for most around these parts. We're the home of the Ole Miss Rebels. They lost to Georgia, couldn't get it done in the fourth quarter, fell apart. But their defense sucked the whole game. I mean, Lord, you got to score on every freaking possession. I can complain all day about that. I can complain about the Memphis Tigers wetting the bed, 23.5-point favorites, and used the UAB after they fired Trent Dilfer. Lord have mercy.
John, Trinidad can throw that ball, though.
And
I know he lost. I know he lost, but that boy can throw that ball.
Yeah, well, what happened when Daquan was running across the damn middle wide open and he threw it 5 feet short of him? I'm like, damn, son.
He couldn't wait to get that one. I heard that one all yesterday.
His eyes got so big. He saw him so wide open. He almost that's one of those things where you might mess your pants up if you were like a 13-year-old boy. You got so excited. It was a rough, wild weekend in college sports. The upsets are still crazy. Coaching firings all over. Nobody does college football better, period. I don't give a damn who you're talking to. If you aren't watching Crane Company, you don't really give a damn about college football. They come on the weekend, and they drop what they've seen. They give you previews all damn year. It's the best sports show going. It's the only one I make sure I watch every day. Jake Crane joins us now. What up, Jake?
Man, what is up? Well, I tell you what a high-class problem. Ole Miss has really leveled up. We're getting upset about being top 10, one loss on the road because of the fourth quarter at Georgia. Man, what a time. I don't know how much money's in the vault there in Mississippi, but give it all to Lane Kiffin because Florida's coming to get him. It could be worse. I mean, you could be an Auburn fan. Hugh Freeze is out here handing out ass sandwiches.
Yeah, dude, there's so much right now ass being handed out because of some of the college coaches that are underperforming this year, from Franklin to everything that you saw with Franklin's doing more than I see. Ryan Silverfield was also terrible the other day. But you do have some coaches that are absolutely insane. And before I get into the bad, because still this is something that's almost unbelievable, Kirk Cignetti and what he's done with Indiana. How in the hell are they number 2 in the country? Indiana now a powerhouse?
Well, it just reminds me of the first Iron Man movie when they're trying to get the other scientists to make what Tony Stark makes. And he's like, he made it in a cage out of scrap. Like, that's basically what Cignetti is doing. It's one of the most impressive coaching jobs that I've seen. And, it's not like it just happened this year.
Nope.
They made the college football playoff last year. And he's out there doing it with 3 stars. And I'm so impressed. And the swag that he has. You know, there's nothing more that we like as Americans than somebody that talks trash and then backs it up. Like, it's one thing to talk trash and then get made fun of. We like that too. But what we like the most is the people that talk trash and have that swag and get away with it. Like the way we're treating Venezuela right now. It's just something American about it.
Yeah, it really is. And then Indiana, man, who had Bob Knight, Kirk Cignetti's taken over, made him a football powerhouse. And what they did earlier to Illinois just opened up the pimp hand and slapped them. Went down to Iowa, took care of business. Went all the way out to Eugene, and Oregon's number 3, and they say, I don't give a damn. And then they just handle their business in Michigan State. He likes to run it up. It makes me feel good. And the only thing they got left on their schedule is UCLA, Maryland, Penn State, Wisconsin, and Purdue. They ain't losing. They will be in the Big Ten championship game.
Dude.
But how great are they? Like, are they Ohio State-esh, or are they kind of still confusing?
Well, to me, I mean, look, there's no one team you look at this year and like, all right, they're just way better than everybody else. I think the thing you can count on the most this year so far has been Ohio State's defense. The offense has been really good, but they've had no game pressure really. I mean, even against Texas, Texas scored that touchdown late, and it was the defense that got the stop to win the game. So, but I mean, Indiana has probably, and you can make a case for Ohio State, but it's probably been the most consistent when we're talking about complementary football in all three phases. They just out-efficient you. They play to their strengths. They don't beat themselves. They catch the wide-open passes. They make the tackles they need to make in space. The plays that are there, they make. And there's a beauty in that. There is a domination within that, and that's what you're seeing. And in a college football landscape of lack of consistency pretty much all across the board, Indiana's been incredibly consistent.
He did it with Rourke last year, but what he's doing with Fernando Mendoza right now here is absolutely sick. I mean, the dude's got 21 touchdowns, 2 picks. I think he's completing close to 74% of his passes, and I think he's right there at almost 1,800 yards. Dude is sick.
Just a gamer. And again, it goes back to what I'm talking about with the efficiency. He makes the right reads. He makes the right throws. He knows when to run. He knows when to throw the ball away. It just fits, man. It's like that couple that's together for 70 years, and it's just always been pretty good. They're just meant to be together. It just feels like Fernando Mendoza and Kurt Signetti at Indiana were just meant to be together.
Who are your top 4 teams in the Big Ten? We know Ohio State and Indiana, but after that, is it still Oregon, UCLA, USC lost? Do you believe in Iowa? Michigan still got young quarterback. Like, who's that 4th team?
Yeah, it's really the argument over the 4th, right? Because Ohio State, Indiana, and Oregon, I still got some questions about Oregon.
Yeah, that's the one thing that makes me a little bit nervous. Oregon.
I would say, when I look at it,
struggled against Penn State.
I think you can make an argument for Michigan. I think you can make an argument for Illinois still, to be honest with you. You look at their 2 losses, they just continue to look better and better against the number 1 team and the number 2 team in the country. Outside of that, Iowa just can't score enough. Let's be honest. I would say right now, if you were telling me who at the end of the year would I put as the 4th best team in the Big Ten, I would say Illinois.
Damn, and Indiana handled them so good it wasn't even funny.
I mean, they did, but again, Indiana's playing so good right now. Illinois, if we're just going to chalk it up to, you look at Michigan, right? You look at their 2 losses, which aren't terrible losses, but they're not as good as Illinois. Altmaier's got a lot of experience. I think Illinois does some things that make them a little bit more explosive on the offense. And neither team is super explosive on offense, but I lean a little bit more toward Illinois. And with that schedule as well, I kind of lean more toward Illinois.
Now, in the ACC, because we talk so much, SEC around here, and, of course, American, it's not even funny, but Georgia Tech, 7-0. Like, you got to be kidding me. Virginia Tech, 3-0 in the ACC. SMU, 3-0 in the ACC. Louisville, yeah, you better watch out, son. Miami, big loss. Clemson's terrible. What's up? The ACC's whack.
Well, they're whack, but if you're Jim Phillips, the ACC commissioner, this may be cooking up to be the perfect scenario for you. Because I'm sitting here looking, I don't think Georgia Tech is going to lose a game outside of Georgia, so they'll be 11-1, undefeated in the ACC. You've got Virginia, who's lost to NC State, didn't count as an ACC game. You look at the rest of their schedule, they could win out, and that win over Louisville is looking massive right now for the tiebreaker, because there's a good chance Louisville's going to win out in the ACC, and we could be sitting here by the time we get to the conference championship game week with an 11-1 Georgia Tech, with a 11-1 Virginia, with an 11-1 Miami, and it would be Virginia and Georgia Tech in the ACC championship. You're not going to leave out Miami at 11-1. The winner of the ACC championship automatically gets in, And what happens if Georgia Tech loses in a close game in the ACC championship?
You get 3 in.
You could possibly get 3 in. And I didn't even say SMU, which if you're Jim Phillips, you don't want SMU with the losses they already have to go win the ACC championship, because that's going to knock one of your other teams out because they're going to automatically get in. I realize they're an ACC team, but your goal is to try and get as many teams in the playoff as possible, and the scenario I just laid out did that.
Over in the SEC, I got to first start off Vanderbilt. Big upset over LSU, which wasn't a big upset because everybody had Vandy, I think, on the money line. But it's their best damn start since 1950. They're the real deal. It's their first top 10 ranking since 1947. Diego is sick. Clark Lee don't play. They got Missouri, though. Eli Drinkowitz just keeps winning dead gum football games. Which one of these teams are going to win, and who's more serious of a contender?
Well, I think Vandy is, because I think Pavia can just do more than Fabula. I'm still not sold on Fabula throwing the ball down the field. They have pieces to be able to do it with Coleman. They've got a freshman that's a really good wide receiver. You got a really good tight end. We know about their running game, and the defense is solid. I just don't know if Fabula can be as effective as Diego Pavia can down the field. That's why I think Vanderbilt wins this game against Missouri. That's why I think Vanderbilt is a better team than Missouri, and that's why you're definitely going to see Vanderbilt inside, not 10, inside of our top 10 the power rankings today. Take the branding off of it. You can't look at Vanderbilt. It's almost like saying Voldemort, right, in Hogwarts. Like, they just don't want to say it, or if you do say it, there's a negative connotation. With Vanderbilt, you're like, everybody's like, oh, this is amazing. Bro, they've been winning. They've been winning now for 2 years. It's kind of similar a little bit to Indiana. Yeah, Indiana hadn't been good in the past, but they're good enough. They're good enough up front. They're deep enough. They play to their identity. And the only time they beat themselves was because Pavia turned it over twice on the road at Alabama in a game that was a lot tighter than what the final score said. This Vanderbilt team is really good.
And the SEC is really confusing because, again, you have right now, your Texas A&M, Alabama, 4-0 in conference. Alabama has that one blemish against Florida State. I still don't know how that happened. Florida State's completely fallen off. You got Georgia, who has that one loss. They should have lost to Tennessee. They pulled it out. It doesn't matter, but they lost to Alabama. Ole Miss got killed by Georgia when it comes to defense. Way too many yards, but they can score like a billionaire in a brothel. Texas keeps surviving at 2-1. Eli 2-1. Oklahoma 2-1. Vandy 2-1. And then you got LSU and Tennessee sitting there at 2-2 in the conference. It's still wide open. Who are your teams?
Well, yeah, it's wide open, but if Bama keeps playing like this and A&M keeps winning, they're going to be in the SEC championship game against each other. You look at the way it rolls out. Now, do I think A&M's going to finish the season undefeated? That's highly unlikely. But in the scenario of one loss, A&M doesn't play Georgia. They don't play Alabama. If Alabama wins out, which they very well could, they're going to be in the SEC championship game because they got the tiebreaker win over Georgia. The question then becomes, if A&M loses, and you look at their schedule, right? Their
LSU,
next two
Missouri,
games, you're
got
at
Texas.
LSU and at Missouri. But if they split those, they go 1-1. Because the goal 10-2 gets you in the SEC and the Big Ten. 10-2 for sure gets you in. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You have a 2-game cushion right now if you're A&M. So to me, you split these 2 games on the road. You have a very good chance to win the rest of them. And if you do lose to Texas, the last game of the year on the road, you're still in the college football playoff, probably not in the SEC championship. You're going to need some help from some other teams. But technically right now it is still wide open.
Oklahoma's got a lot of work to do as well. Somehow Texas pulled that one out against Kentucky and keeps winning. That was so ugly. And it's just like the whole SEC this year has just been buck wild. But one of the things that's wild is Brian Kelly had to leave a smart school to go to a school like LSU where he could get the athletes and then gets his butt kicked by, Vanderbilt, who takes academics very seriously. He's probably a little on the hot seat. We know, though, about Billy Napier losing his job after beating Mississippi State this weekend. And I keep hearing Marcus Freeman, Lane Kiffin more than anything. Do you think either one of them would take that job in reality?
Marcus Freeman, no. No, I don't think so. I don't think there's a chance at that. Lane Kiffin, If I'm Florida, you're going to have to tell me no like 4 times, like at least 4 times. And the amount of money that Lane Kiffin could make and listen, Lane Kiffin has already turned down jobs. I think he's a great fit at Ole Miss. But when has Florida been successful and uber successful? There is a character trait of their head coach. He's a trash talker. He's a troller. Look at Steve Spurrier. Look at Urban Meyer. There is an archetype for a Florida head coach that has been successful in the past, and Lane fits it to a T. I think Drinkowitz fits it somewhat. But your first target, if I'm Florida, is Lane Kiffin. You're going to have to tell me no. Then you're going to have to tell me no again. Then you're going to have to probably get a cease and desist or a restraining order against me if I'm Scott Strickland. I think it's a perfect fit. Would Lane take it? I don't know. Maybe one of his kids will write him another letter or something.
I was going to say, man, Landry and Knox, from what I know, will be very, very pissed. And the fact that he also got sober there, brought his wife, there. I mean, it's like if he he feels comfortable in Oxford, and you got to think back. Remember, he left Tennessee, and he had mad regret for leaving Tennessee. I don't know, man. I just, for some reason, as an Ole Miss guy, feel pretty comfortable that he'll use this to get, $12 million from Ole Miss, and believe me, the Grove Collective and the money they're making down in Oxford right now, they got it.
Oh, yeah, look, Ole Miss got that old money, that Mayflower money.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, look, I would be surprised. I don't know if surprised is the right word. I think it's 60-40 Ole Miss still, if this comes to fruition. But there's only a few jobs that I think Lane would consider leaving for.
I would think it'd be
Florida
Alabama. Man, have you been to Gainesville lately? I hate Gainesville.
Well, listen, I mean, nobody's saying
it's like the trashy part of it's like, how would I say? It's like West Memphis.
Well, yeah, listen, nobody's saying Gainesville is Dubai or anything like that. But at the end of the day, if you're going to offer me an insane amount of money, then look, I'll go live in Gaza right now for $20 million.
20 million. That was a damn good one. I like that. Oh, Lord have mercy. Why do you think Marcus Freeman would even take some of that? Like Penn State, I keep hearing Penn State wants Marcus Freeman.
Why? Why?
Don't leave Notre Dame, right? I mean, he's got it great there.
Yeah, it's a perfect situation for him. Notre Dame's in a really good spot. Them not joining a conference, I don't like it, but it's obviously been effective. Notre Dame is one of the biggest brands. They have a ton of money. You're always going to be put in a position to have success there. And they love them. They absolutely love them. So I don't think that – you want to talk about using leverage? That would be a leverage play. Like if I'm Mike Elko at A&M, leverage play, 100%. So I don't think Marcus is going anywhere. If it's me and I'm Florida, I call Lane first, and then look, you can hate it, but I'm giving Urban Meyer a call. Sometimes you got to make a deal with the Russians to win the war.
Man, I'm telling you, if I'm Florida, I'm making Urban Meyer say no again. Bring back the swag.
No, I'm with you 100%. Listen, Bobby Petrino walked so Urban Meyer could run.
I love that. Jake Crane, Crane & Company, you got to get more of this stuff. Well, a couple more questions. These are going to hurt both of our feelings. I got to talk about Tigers. Your Auburn Tigers and my Memphis Tigers. I'm going to start with your Auburn Tigers. How in the hell can Hugh Freeze not get a decent offense in the amount of time or a quarterback that's competent?
Just looks like a blind kid in a minefield, man. And, the saddest part is you've seen, glimpses of it working. Auburn's the best first drive team in the world. Just when they get off script and he's got to start calling. They have no identity. That's the thing. What is Auburn's identity on offense? It's just you got a bunch of different plays that you're just calling. You're just calling. There's no, typically a play caller, you're telling a story about your team's identity, right? Auburn, it's almost like they're throwing a dart at plays. It's well, let's do this one. Look, at this point, he's got to get out.
Cobb and Coleman are nasty. I just feel like it's Jackson Arnold.
They are, but it's like a disease, right? That they're so mentally weak on offense, and attitude reflects leadership. And it's so sad defensively because Auburn's got a college football playoff caliber defense. They really do. But again, on offense, it just feels like how a finger painting session looks at a kindergarten after. There's nothing. It's just randomness. It makes no sense, but you try and be nice about it. It's just Hugh Freeze it'd be one thing if Hugh Freeze was a defensive coach and, like, your offense wasn't amazing. I can understand that to a certain extent. I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't be happy about it. You're still probably going to get fired. But you're the worst at what you're supposed to be the best at. Like, that's the worst part.
And the fact he hooked his wagon to Peyton Thorne not once but twice,
Jackson
then Jackson Arnold is insane to me.
Yeah, like, I want, like, at this point, I'm starting to ask if somebody got pictures of somebody. Like, it's that bad. How insane is that your job's on the line in year 3, and you go get a rescue from the Oklahoma Humane Society who's bit 2 kids and pees all over the house?
Jake Crane from Crane & Company. Check him out every day. Just go to YouTube, CRAIN and Company, and make sure you hit subscribe. Y'all are almost to 200,000 subscribers. Let's get that this week, folks. And then I got to bring up the G5. Memphis, I thought, was running this thing, rough shot. Then somehow they wet the bed in the Battle of the Bones. Got a quarterback who's banged up, got a freshman who's filling in, and they got South Florida coming to town, 11 a.m. What's up with the G5, and who are you liking now?
Dude, UNLV lost to Boise. I very rarely, because I grew up in a college football household, coached for 10 years, 7 at the Division I level. Very rarely am I shocked anymore. What happened in Birmingham shocked me. Like that, you want to talk about a team just thinking they're going to show up and win. UAB fires their head coach. Memphis went in there and just thought they could show up and, by virtue, win the game. That was one of the most egregious losses. And thank God for Memphis they get South Florida this week because, it's got to be so down in that facility right now because you probably just cost yourself. Like, your shot, honestly. Because I'm sitting here looking around, and, South Florida, if you have 2 losses, you're not getting in. As a group of 5, we know that.
Nope.
But even if you beat South Florida,
you
what
still
if
have
Tulane
to beat
wins
Tulane.
out?
You still have to beat Navy, or you're out.
You've put yourself now in because the goal is to control your own destiny, right? And Memphis was sitting really pretty. You go to UAB, who was in a death spiral that you revived them out of, and then you get USF at home to really catapult yourself into the driver's seat of the G5. Right now, who's the only undefeated team? It's Navy. So I know Navy plays Notre Dame, but I'm going to be honest with you. That loss against Notre Dame is going to look a hell of a lot better than a loss against UAB if it comes down to it. So, that was a bad one, man. Like, that was a really, really bad one.
Yeah, that was one of the most painful ones that I've been a part of in a long time.
And you had chances to win.
Oh, dude! When you're on the 1 yard line and you get a false start, and you're just like, "What in the bleep just happened?"
Yeah, it's just that was a tough one. That's about as brutal as I've seen one.
All right, now I need to know what you got coming down the pipe this week. I know you've been busy at work already this morning.
Oh yeah, well, we had our AP poll reaction yesterday. You can find we've got our power rankings, and literally we argue before the show about the power rankings because we have one consolidated list, so it's a compilation. It literally almost came to blows this morning in pre-production because of the disagreement to the point where we just had to make it a math problem. It's where I have one team at 2, you have them at 4, you have them at 6. Let's add that up, divide by 3. That's where they're at. We had to do math this morning. That's how bad it got. And you can really feel that if you watch the Power Rankings show today. We love each other, but we also think we're each individually right. And then we have a big LSU Texas A&M preview coming out at 4 p.m. today as well. We got more previews. We have Pete Nakos coming in tomorrow. He's going to update us on the coaching searches around the country and then who's about to get fired. Because I'm telling you right now, Johnny Radio, remember I said this. If Auburn loses to Arkansas, Hugh Freeze won't make it to the plane.
I have absolutely no doubt. And after what Arkansas just did this weekend, I kind of feel like this is one of those perfect spots for Bobby Petrino to just kick Hugh right in the junk.
And they believe, the teams obviously haven't quit on him now. They couldn't tackle a nosebleed in the nurse's office on defense. But
I don't
Taylor
trust
Green's
Jackson
the problem.
Arnold.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You get to play against that guy who's I'm not even going to say it. I've about analogied out with Jackson Arnold. I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
Oh, last but not least, I meant to ask you because the texter hit me up and begged me to ask you this. Sorry, 2 more seconds. He wanted to know, is this the week Mississippi State can get a big win and finally put Texas out of their misery?
Dude, first off, the worst part if you're a Mississippi State fan about the Florida loss is they were going to fire Billy anyway.
Yep.
They were going to fire him anyway. And you let that thing intercept the ball to end the game. Just run it, Jeff. Just run it, man. Look, anything can happen, especially with the way Texas is playing on offense. And Mississippi State does some really good things offensively. I mean, and remember, they didn't have Fluff Bothwell down there in the swamp as well. So we'll see. I would still take Texas, but not nearly by what I thought before the season, before we saw both these teams play.
Hey, Crane, we'll be watching you today, this afternoon, and all week. Be blessed. Enjoy it, and we'll do it again next week, my brother.
All right, guys. Appreciate it.
That is Jake Crane from Crane & Company. You better be checking him out. Also, you better be checking out my man Stan Mosier, bro. I'm serious, folks. You know what mold will do to you. I know everybody out there, do you feel it's a little crisp outside? Do you feel it? That little crisp in the air? Man, you got to make sure, I'll tell you one thing, man, I can cut glass during this time of the year, you know what I'm saying? It's a little chilly, got a little nip in the air.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when it gets like this, cold's around the corner, you're going to spend a whole lot of time in your crib watching football. We got playoff baseball. Hell, we got Game 7 tonight. Didn't see that one coming. Toronto favored, too. We had the Dodgers, though, who beat the brakes off everybody, so I know you're ready to watch the World Series at the house. I know you're ready to go down and finally leave your house Saturday, 11 a.m., Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium to watch the Tigers. But after that, you're heading back to the crib and watching football all day long, all day strong. So you're going to spend a lot of time in the house. Make sure the air you breathe is natural, is healthy, is good. Get all those hazardous BS things out. If you have black mold, you have issues. If you're immunocompromised, make sure you're good. If you're having a baby, man, don't let your baby start its life off breathing black mold. Call the only licensed mold assessor in the Mid-South. That's my homie, Stan Mosier, 901-292-7788. One more time for you, 901-292-7788, or just visit MemphisMoldInspector.com. Again, Stan's the man. He's the only licensed mold inspector assessor in the Mid-South.
You know what happens when you let your baby breathe black mold, right?
He turns into
An Oklahoma City Thunder fan.
That's cold-blooded. I like it, though.
What about a LeBron James fan?
No, I don't know about that one. But I know if you breathe black mold, you'll turn to an OKC Thunder fan.
Or what if you fall in love with Carolina, all of a sudden he's won 3 games in a row with a little bitty tiny man back there. NFL we haven't even touched on. It was buck wild. But we got Terry Davis. We got to talk about this Tigers loss. And we're going to talk, the NBA starts Wednesday?
Actually starts tomorrow, sir.
Oh, well, that was Wednesday.
Grizzlies are Wednesday. Tomorrow. Those Oklahoma City Thunder, black mold people, they play tomorrow.
Grizzlies.
That's what I'm going to call them the rest of the season, Mr. Ham.
Grizzlies start
Black Mold Thunder.
Wednesday. So great on my Tuesday night that I have to give to Chaz. You're telling me I got to, there's going NBA basketball.
Yep. I mean, I don't see how you doing. You got Game 7 tonight, then you got the NBA tomorrow, then you got Grizzlies and Skinny Zion on Wednesday.
So you're saying that
then you got football again on Thursday. It's like, it ain't looking good for Chaz.
No. She just needs one day a week.
Friday?
That's Tuesday. That's the only Tuesday's my day.
It's just 2 games on Tuesday. You fine. We good with that. You don't come around the NBA to Christmas after Christmas.
I usually don't, but I watch. Dude, it's kind
you
of
got to see OKC.
I always watch opening day for the Grizzlies. It's kind of like
Wednesdays for us
because it's like going to be the last time you hear me talk about them till Christmas Day. I'll talk about them after the first game, and then I'll just let y'all talk about them the rest of the year till Christmas Day. I am going to take a timeout. Terry Davis is going to join us on the other side. You know what, man? Combine them Johns. Let's come back and
all right, come on, man. Stop telling my radio secrets.
My homies be learning. Back in 2 Shakes, Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Not only can you listen to your favorite shows on Sports 56, you can also watch video of the shows live on Twitter and YouTube. Watch and listen every day at Sports 56 WHBQ.
Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland's Town Square. Fun, exciting, friendly, and comfortable with wall-to-wall TVs. 24 taps for all your beers, including $3 domestic and $5 craft pints on Mondays. Monday through Friday, 3 to 6 happy hour. Music bingo Tuesdays. Daily specials and online ordering. The Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland's Town Square. Highway 70. Check Facebook for daily specials and weekend music at the Owner's Box.
Hey everybody, it's Chevy Truck Month, which means every new and pre-owned Silverado you want is right here in Olive Branch at All-Star Chevrolet. New 26 Silverados as low as 1.9 for 72 months and no payment till next year. New 26 Equinox as low as 1.9 and no payment till next year. Yes, your new 26 All-Star Chevy Silverado or Equinox can be payment-free through Christmas and New Year's, and your good credit deserves it. Military and first responders, you get an extra $500 bonus. And if you want a certified barely driven Chevy, All-Star is spot on. Come check out this huge, and I'm talking huge, selection of certified Chevys and the hottest pre-owned vehicles. It's all right here in Olive Branch at All-Star. And if you got any vehicle you want to sell, bring it here to All-Star Chevy in Olive Branch and get the most money for it today. Together, let's drive. Don't miss the final Chevy Truck Month sale going on right now in Olive Branch at All-Star Chevrolet, or go to allstarautogroup.com.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets, with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli, with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA, is the place to bet on NBA stars this season. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use promo code HERD. That's promo code HERD. Bet $5 and get 3 months of League Pass plus $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. NBA League Pass auto renews until canceled. Additional terms at dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Evan Harlan here for Monday Night Football on Westwood One. Join us all season long for primetime action on the road to the playoffs and Super Bowl 60. Each week, Hall of Fame quarterback Kurt Warner and I will have the call of great matchups, along with Mike Golick, senior and junior, in the studio. Don't miss out on the great NFL tradition that is Monday Night Football.
Right here on Sports 56.
All right, gentlemen, this is Emmett Smith on behalf of Depend, and I've got the perfect play. Run straight to your doctor's office for a life-changing catch. Because when prostate cancer is caught early, it's up to 99% treatable, and one blood test might be all it takes. And now through November, Depend is donating to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for select purchases. Talk about a great play.
From September 1st to November 30th, Depend is donating 25 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation for Depend Shields Guards Real Fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000 or in Mississippi.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Air. We breathe it naturally. Simple, right? Not so fast. The air you breathe could be hazardous to your health. Don't guess. Be sure with a phone call to the Memphis Mold Inspector, the only licensed mold assessor in the Mid-South. Call the Memphis Mold Inspector to check the air quality inside your home and office. Protect babies, pets, new homes, old homes, employees, friends, loved ones, and you. Just call 901-292-7788 for clean air and peace of mind. 901-292-7788 for the Memphis Mold Inspector.
At Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, Plumbing, and Electrical, we've proudly served families across the Mid-South since 1958. Still family owned and operated, we're built on tradition, trust, and old-fashioned service you can count on. And now to celebrate 68 years of service, we're offering a heating tune-up for just $68. Keep your home safe, efficient, and ready for the cold months ahead. Looking to upgrade? Right now, get up to $2,000 in instant Carrier Cool Cash rebates, plus 60 months no interest financing on select Carrier systems. That means comfort and savings today and peace of mind for years to come. But that's not all. Upgrade today and take advantage of $500 off a tankless water heater or a whole home generator installation. Even more ways to protect your home and your family. Don't wait. These special offers won't last. Call 347-8086 or visit ChoatesHVAC.com today and turn to the experts with Choates and let our family serve your family.
If the question is, where should we all go after work? The answer is always Bell Tavern. Bell Tavern, Memphis' perfect downtown neighborhood bar, not only has the perfect relaxed atmosphere you want in a bar, it also has an outstanding happy hour with $2.50 domestics, $3.50 imports, $3 well drinks, and $3 house wines, and $1 off of virtually everything else. Those are great prices at a great bar in a great location. So not only are we talking about everybody's favorite hang with ice cold beers, signature cocktails, and the friendliest staff in town, we're also talking about great happy hour prices.
Mercedes-Benz Van Center Memphis has serious vans for serious work. At 4430 American Way, they are the Mid-South source for cargo, passenger, crew vans, and custom chassis. Need one or a full fleet? New or used? They've got it with fleet solutions and custom upfits. Certified techs keep you moving with fast maintenance, repairs, and a large parts inventory. Mercedes-Benz Van Center is your Sprinter Van headquarters. 901-237-9302 or sprintervans.com. Mercedes-Benz Van Center Memphis, part of the Tag Truck Center family, driven to keep you on the road.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. I need all you people out there to try to feel a little bit better. You know, Ole Miss fans are extremely disappointed because of the loss to Georgia on the road. You have Memphis fans who are not, I would say, upset. They're absolutely furious, insanely furious. I mean, I tweeted out 11 undefeated teams remaining. And it was, of course, you know, the Memphis Tigers. They lost. Miami, they lost. The Ole Miss Rebels, they lost. You had UNLV, they lost. Texas Tech, they lost. Navy, Indiana, Georgia Tech, A&M, and Ohio State are now the only remaining undefeated teams.
John, I think you were correct about something. All of those teams lost, but I think Memphis is the only one that choked.
Oh, yeah.
They choked in a loss.
No,
how do you choke in a loss?
They literally did their best impersonation of a Nittany Lion and not a Memphis Tiger. They went Penn State all over the place.
You were 6 inches away from winning the game.
Dude, you also shouldn't even have had to – it shouldn't have been even 6 inches. Like, I don't know about you, bro.
You think the ref missed the call that should have been a touchdown?
Okay, when the ball was okay, see, I wasn't even going to get into this because I hate usually going.
Well, that's what happens. Terry D is busy now, sir.
Oh, tell Terry D I'm sorry. He's got things to do. I bet he's at that damn Tokyo. So I'm just kidding, Terry. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Sorry, T. That was just a joke. Now you need a text for me that I'm sorry because I feel bad. But talking about the Tiger game, and you talk about the play that, I mean, officials F up in every game. Some are worse than others because one, we have humans out there. and everybody makes mistakes, from the football players to the coaches to the officials. We're supposed to accept it as part of life. But when there is the opportunity for review, and when it's as obvious as I believe, and again, I see through Memphis-colored glasses. I'm not going to sit here and lie and BS to anybody. But I can tell you 100 thing. When the ball comes out of our quarterback's hand, their quarterback's hand, is a 100% spiral. You see our defensive lineman put his hands up in the air. You see the ball going from a perfect spiral right through his effing hands, number one. Like, you see his hands hit the ball, and then you see it turn into a duck. This ain't Peyton Manning who threw the football. And it came out as a perfect spiral, and then it completely changes courses. If a football that is thrown directly straight and is a perfect spiral, and then all of a sudden wobbles, and goes off kilter a good 3 feet, do you know the likelihood of it not being hit by a defensive player's hands or somebody's hands? Very unlikely. What do you think? This was Randy Johnson when he was pitching and a bird flew across the damn thing? I didn't see no birds, but I saw the defensive lineman for the Memphis Tigers hit that ball, and then they called pass interference, and that effed us bad.
I feel you, but
I don't usually like to just blame the officials, because I'm still pissed off at how this was.
How you get there?
Even that close, because this is a defensive unit that's been great all season long, and it's almost like they came out there and they thought that they were going to walk to a victory.
They had a bad
Is
day.
Terry Davis on?
There you go. I was about to say the man that can answer all of these things, because I create miracles and make things happen. Mr. Terry Davis.
Solid.
And he's not in Tokyo, by the way.
Solid
He ain't in Tokyo.
And sex appeal. Follow him at TerryD515. He joins me Monday, usually at 11:30. We've had crazy things today. Had to push it back. I just got back from vacation, so I'm discombobulated. But I feel like the Tigers were much more discombobulated than I was, and I went through a lot of Tito's.
Yeah. It's a combination of those players playing for a new coach. It seems like when you fire a coach, the team plays different. It's new game plan. You don't know what's going on. And Memphis coming off a bye week, looking past UAB, looking towards South Florida. And I also think Ryan Silverfield played a little conservative in the first half too.
Heck yeah, he did.
He wasn't running the ball as much as he should have run it, and Sutton didn't get the ball as much as he should have gotten it. And I don't think Lewis ran the ball as effectively as he could have in the first half.
Man, I'm telling you, it was like they wanted to play like, hey, let's all just get through this game, keep our guys fresh.
Exactly.
For South
Then
Florida.
when you did that, it bit you in the buttock.
And I'm telling you, I don't know why. When Cam Sutton returned that bad boy for 99 yards, everybody's screaming, everybody's excited. But that defense had to go right back on the field.
Yeah.
And they gave up another long drive and a field goal. It just, I don't know, man. The defense just fell behind the 8 ball all damn day.
Yeah, but they settled down, and even when after Lewis went out, Hill drove the guys down the field. Then when he got to the 30-yard line, he got conservative again instead of lighting them up. So because Memphis they had a chance to put them up and put them out, and but they just kept slipping on the banana peel and letting UAB hang around. And just like you said, that was a tip ball. I don't know what those referees were looking at, the replay was looking at. That was a tip ball. And I thought Greg got into the end zone the first time.
I did too.
And from my naked eye, because, I got pretty good eyes from the press box. It looked like he got in before he crossed the line. And once you cross that line, the ball's dead.
Dead. It's over.
And then Ryan still got cute again. He was being cute all day.
But he's being cute all day. I agree with that.
And then, my thing is, when you down there, get the ball in the freaking end zone. Don't have your offensive lineman sitting in their stance for 20, 30 seconds. A big boy can't do that. If you want to hold the ball and run the clock, stay in the huddle until you're ready to get up there. Because if you get a false start, it's only going to move the ball up 3 inches, but you get a false start and they move it back 5 yards, and it hurts you 3 times. And then you put a freshman quarterback who's nervous in the passing situation on fourth
down, yeah, from man.
Yes. Right. And then if he had thrown the ball just 3 feet to the inside, it would have been a touchdown.
I mean,
and I think if they went to
Walker,
overtime, I
that
think they would
penalty,
have won it
man,
overtime.
that just.
Right. Yeah, Ryan made me pull my hair out, and I don't have any hair, all day long with his questionable game plan and play call.
You got first and goal not once but twice.
Man, punch it in, be done with it.
And
Don't
you got
worry
Greg
about the defense.
DeRosier, Cam Sutton, you got Hill, who we've watched already run up
Anybody.
the middle past 7 yards. Or man, like, damn it, dude, punch the damn ball in, get the W, and get back here and get ready for South Florida.
Yeah, don't worry. See, he was trying to worry about, if we get the ball back to them, and that's too much. Now, look, don't do B before you do A. Score the touchdown first, then worry about that.
How was the third quarter, man? Like, that's another thing that upset me. You got the third quarter. You get the kickoff. It's only a 3-point ball game.
Right.
And next thing you know, like, it just felt like when you get things going and then all you are start doing a bunch of dumb stuff, and that's when Brendan Lewis, got sacked. I'm just like, damn, man. Yep. Why aren't we running the football on UAB? And then you give the damn ball up, and next thing you know, 2 plays, and you have that touchdown, and you're like...
And you're down 10 points.
And an 81-yard touchdown run also makes me just want to vomit.
On third down.
In 12, I believe.
Third and long. Only thing you have to do is stop that guy. My thing is, Memphis has so many opportunities to close that game out early. Because if you got up on UAB 2 scores, they were going to fold like a lawn chair. They were going to fold.
And then also remember when they had, I think, a 14-play drive, get all the way down to the 5-yard line and shoot themselves in the foot 2 consecutive plays.
Yeah, because they run the ball straight up the middle. They want to run the ball straight up the middle. Instead of going out to the edge or doing some play action pass, we're going to run it straight up the middle and get nothing.
And I think you had an opportunity to also get another first down, 2 yards from it. Within
yes.
I mean, it was just a frustrating.
There's so much. It's so many opportunities and plays you can look back on and say, if we had did this different, the outcome be different. Because what they was doing, they was going down there. They had that week off. They went home with their boys, and their boys telling me, y'all going to the playoffs. And, they still can go to the playoffs because if they win out, they go to the playoff, period.
Also, that fourth and goal, just,
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. Well, and not only that, you lose the bones for the first time in 100 years.
Well, what is their chances right now? Okay, right now,
if Memphis win out, they go to the playoff. Period.
They got to beat Tulane at home, South Florida at home, and Navy at home, and all 3 of those teams right now currently have not lost in the American, and combined only have 1 loss, and that's against. Was it
right?
Miami. South Florida lost to.
South Florida lost to Miami. Correct. But my thing is, if South Florida is currently ranked in top 25. You beat them, you get your street cred back with the committee. If you beat Tulane, you get even more street cred back. You beat Navy, you get even more street cred back. Only bad thing about this right here with that loss is that you don't control your fate by winning out. Now, if you win out and there's a tie, then you go to those funky tiebreakers with American.
Funky tiebreakers with the American.
Yup.
All right, let's just say Ryan Silverfield does not make the American Championship game.
Yes.
What do you do?
Don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. I know what you're gonna say, but don't even utter those words. Because Memphis is a Section 8 college.
Yup. Get those vouchers, damn it. Get them vouchers.
And I don't mean that.
But you know what, man? I mean this with all due respect, and I think we can go from Section 8 to first class. You know what you do? If Ryan Silverfield doesn't get it done this year, you go and get Arthur Smith, Fred Smith's son. You bring him from Pittsburgh.
Man, that dude
you bring
cannot
him
coach.
here,
He cannot coach.
and then you get his brother to invest all the money that they're making at FedEx into the program, and you call up Richard. Arthur, call Richard. Get all the money we can. We're buying the best athletes in the country.
Oh, but you know what? The Look at
We'll
it.
have FedEx on every seat.
Oregon has a $40 million payroll. They might not make the payroll. They might not make the playoffs.
Well, I still think Oregon has a pretty good chance because they're winning the Big Ten. Big Ten will probably get 4, knowing they're lucky. Big Ten SEC.
Don't they have one loss in the Big Ten already?
Yeah, they lost to Ohio State. No, they lost to Indiana. They lost to Indiana.
Yeah.
That was the big win last week against them.
And then they still have a couple other games they got to play too. So it's not a given that Oregon's going to the playoffs. And they got a $40 million payroll.
They ain't on Section 8, though.
Yeah, they got
ain't
Nike.
Section 8. They ain't the penthouse.
Hey, we got a Nike factory. What is that? Shelby Drive?
But you know what?
He gonna mention the old Nike factory that's not even open.
Oh, we got a
no
new
more.
one? Well, that's the one where I used to go when I was a young buck to do certain things.
But some of your cousins has brought the property value of the Nike factory down. You know what I mean?
That's true, that.
You know what I mean, Darren? It's not as viral as it used to be because insurance is so high.
Yeah, Oregon, pretty lucky this year. I just realized they don't play Ohio State. They actually have a pretty soft schedule. They got Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, USC, and Washington. All 4 teams are currently unranked.
Right. The only teams they have to worry about is Washington and USC.
Well, I don't know if you know, no one craps the bed in a big game late in the season like Lincoln Riley.
Oh, what about the team out east, up in Orange Country?
Are you talking about Miami?
Yeah. No, Tennessee.
Oh, man, dude, don't be picking on Tennessee today. They probably feel bad. They shot themselves in the foot over and over against Alabama.
Again and again and again.
And they should have had Georgia, and they just keep screwing themselves.
Yes.
Damn, turning the ball over on the 1-yard line.
Yes. Making bad interceptions and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But but they don't want they went to the playoffs last year. They might go again this year. But Tennessee always has a way of finding a banana peel.
Well, what about Vanderbilt and Diego Pavia game day instead of being here in Memphis? And let's be honest, the fact that Vanderbilt did beat LSU, the fact that Missouri did get over on Auburn this week, and I think Missouri's only loss is to Alabama by a field goal at home, which was a hell of a game.
That's both losses. That's losses for both of them. Is Alabama.
Both teams, and like both of them right now, looking for that love and supremacy over in the SEC. Both of them never get respect. You got the smart school, and then you have Missouri. Like they came in and they won the East 3 years in a row when they first came, but that's because the damn East sucked.
True that.
And then they hadn't won another title in the last 20 years. But who bringing up old stuff?
I'm just saying, the fact that we got game day in Nashville with Missouri and Vanderbilt, I know it wasn't on your bingo card when you opened up the season.
It wasn't on the bingo card, but everyone thought there was going to be LSU and
Texas
A&M this
A&M.
weekend. Right, because if LSU had won on Saturday, they was going to LSU, period. That was a given. Now, Chip Kelly might be looking for a job at, either
Don't you
back
love
up
the
to
irony
up
that he couldn't win in Notre Dame because the academics were too high, so he needed to go to LSU where he can get better athletes that aren't, don't have to make, 3.0s or whatever the hell in their ACTs. And then he gets beat by, the school with the highest academic standard in the country. I just love it. The irony to me is freaking amazing.
You know what? He's not beloved down there. A lot of my friends who support LSU really want him to be at another institution.
Well, quit getting out all these big buyouts. I mean, the amount of money they had to give James Franklin's ridiculous. Look at Mike Norvell. They're going to make the decision on him down at Florida State. They stated today at the end of the season. Also heard that there is mad chatter. Who texted me earlier? And it's like, you haven't mentioned this. Who else has got mad chatter that they're looking to get rid of?
Wisconsin's going to probably get rid of their coach, Fickle.
Luke.
Yeah, Luke probably looking for a job. Luke, Mike, the Florida coach is gone.
Napier's gone. Pittman's gone. Yeah. Gundy's gone. Dilfer's gone. Foster out at UCLA's gone.
It's crazy how many big jobs of power conferences are gone. It just shows you how much money runs college football.
I'm telling you right now, I'm breaking the bank for Kurt Signetti. What he's done at Indiana is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Disgusting good or disgusting bad?
Disgusting good. You took a basketball school to the college football playoff in its inception, and then you just said, hey, let me follow it up by letting you know I'm even better than we were last year.
They got $11 million a year out of it.
Dude,
2
Mendoza.
years ago, how much was he making, Darren? $600,000.
And their quarterback, by the way, let's just be real. That kid's cold-blooded. Fernando Mendoza's a sick freak.
Mendoza might win the Heisman. He is one of the better quarterbacks in the country right now. But there's still a lot of games we play.
Yeah, he's balling. Ty Simpson's playing Ty Simpson's playing great at Alabama.
I think Ty Simpson might be the leader in the clubhouse for the Heisman. Yeah. Because no one expected Alabama to do this after how they started the season.
How they lose to Florida State, Lord.
Yeah.
Bad day.
And bad.
Kalen DeBoer come out terrible.
Yeah. But, you know, John, it's not what they always said, it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That is true.
John, that may be a perfect segue to talk to Terry D about his Steelers. Aren't you a Steeler, Terry?
It ain't how you start, it's how you finish.
Yeah, they got Green Bay coming up.
Well, the NC.
Man, we're not worried about Green Bay. We got Green Bay on 10 days rest. You know, if you look at the history of Pittsburgh plays horrible on a short week Thursday. Tomlin is a good coach, but
he always loses to Joe Flacco.
They do.
Yep.
Joe Flacco could literally be in a wheelchair, I think, and look like Steve Hawking in 40 years and come out with a wheelchair and still beat Mike Tomlin.
This is
John, you know, it's always Oliver Miller. You remember Oliver Miller, right?
Big old fat Oliver Miller.
Phoenix Suns.
Big O.
You know,
what about college?
Charles Barkley used to hate to play against him because Charles Barkley said every time he plays against Oliver Miller, he used to light him up. And Oliver Miller wasn't a great guy, but some people just got other people's number. And Oliver Miller would never go to the Hall of Fame, and Charles Barkley is one of the better players of all time, and he always gave him fits.
He played at Arkansas, Maine.
Right. Certain players just give certain players fits, and that's how it is with Joe Flacco. He just gives Pittsburgh fits.
Shout out to Big O. We lost him recently, too.
Yes, we did.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Last year,
we lost him, but it was just ironic that did that. And he was a really, really, really nice guy.
Did he ever get on that Ozempic?
That's Charles. Yes, Charles.
John, you're running for office. Remember that.
Stop giving free advertising, John.
I ain't giving free advertising. I think that stuff's poison, man. I'm just going to tell you, hey, go exercise, push a meal back, bruh. Step away. Damn.
Man, I know you. I'm glad you real rested because you needed that week off. Because you got all this energy this week, John.
Man, I was struggling today because
really?
Man, I went on vacation, but you have to realize, I've been playing like a 12-year-old kid with 4 grandkids for at the beach, throwing them in the ocean, swimming, having them try to drown me, carry them everywhere. Then when they sleepy, they cry, and I got to carry them around and feed them and all that. I made them busy. And then to drive back, because I'm always a fly guy, sit in the car for 6.5 hours because I don't stop. I go. It's hell.
Yeah, me too. Hey, John, when you driving, when you're a parent on vacation, you have to do this right here. You had to compartmentalize, and you won't hear nothing. They can cry all day.
Oh, yeah, I'm the best at blocking things out. You have no idea. I turned that into a serious skill. I barely listen to people that I'm talking to, except for I love talking to you. One more thing. The NBA's opening up tomorrow, but the Grizzlies opening up on Wednesday.
And Josh should play. We're going to talk to him in about 90 minutes, and hopefully he's going to give the magic words that I'm back, I'm healthy, and I'll be there to play against Nola. Because, him and Zion hadn't played too many games against each other in their career. So hopefully they'll open up their season on Wednesday night.
And get to play each other. But Scottie Pippen Jr., he's out.
Gone.
How long is he going to be out, by the way? This is a 3-month, 4-month thing?
It's not good.
They're saying 12 weeks.
Cut the toe off.
Before he's evaluated.
Just kidding. You don't want to cut off a big toe.
Little running light action, ain't it?
No, that's a finger. It's just a pinky. It's just a pinky.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do with your pinky other than look like you're a little feminine when you pick up your cup of coffee?
We can't cut the toe. We can't cut the big toe of one of the better on-ball perimeter defenders in the league. That's not going to work.
BC and Edie are they're definitely out for a while.
Because I don't think Ty Jerome is the point guard. I think he's more of a slasher scoring guard.
I thought he was banged up.
He is.
Yeah, but he ain't.
John's got to play. Who else is going to play guard? The hell are they going to call up Jay Ham?
They're going to get Jitty. Jitty going to be playing guard. Jitty going to come up there playing guard.
Oh, Lord.
They might have to call Memphis.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Hey, John, how long I've been telling you this team is not going to be good this year?
Say it again, Terry.
Long as Jay Ham
How
has.
long have I been saying this team is not going to be good this year?
TD,
I've been saying this since
holla at your man, Anthony Sane, because he got on my case yesterday morning. I'm like, yo, he thought I was bragging about the injuries. I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't brag about it.
Hey, breaking news. I found out they pay him to talk like that. Breaking news. Because he be on everybody's head about that.
Everybody. I was not exempt. I was like, oh, come on, dog.
Bro, this team could not, this reminds me of Oliver Miller sitting at probably an ice cream stand. He can't say no.
Hey, man, the Arkansas people going to be here next Monday, right? They going to get you, man. You need to put them all back.
And what I mean, by that is, when it comes to defense, they just say, no.
Yeah.
I'm going to sit here and eat ice cream and get fat. And if I want to score, I might get up.
But Jaron and Josh will play, and hopefully Zach Edey will be back by Christmas and go from there. And you just hold on. But nothing I've seen from this team defensively give me any hope.
They ain't going to play defense. This is a team that's accepted. It's kind of, again, they're not looking for Ozempic. They're not working out. They just decided we ain't going to play defense this year.
So they're going to just try to outscore people and have 30 turnovers a game.
They're going to give up 100. All right, here's their defense this year. Dead last, average, giving up 140 points a game.
Yeah, scoring 125 points a game. Because they have no three-point shooting either. But who want to pick up little stuff like that?
I don't know.
I digress.
Well, I guess there's something positive.
And this is the positive of me.
Yeah, this is. I was going to say, this is the Care Bear stare.
Yeah, this is and if they win 40 games, I'd be shocked.
The thing is we could though talk about the team that's actually I think going to be good this year in basketball.
Ole Miss.
Man, what's wrong with him? Look at Terry D. That's the most I've seen him smile all morning.
I do agree with that. I was going because I'm in Memphis today. I was going to go Penny and the Memphis Tigers. Because they should be able to score. They have depth, and I got to give Penny some credit because, again, the last two seasons, outside of what happens when he gets to the tournament, injuries have happened, by the way, which are a pain in the you-know-what. He has gotten, P.J. Haggerty, he turned into an absolute stud, a beast. Let's be real. Dane Danger, who I thought was going to be nothing from Illinois, came in there and showed me he was a pimp, man. I think Bradshaw is going to turn into a more athletic runner, gunner, dunker all over the place. And I think that's going to work with all the guards.
There's no slouch either.
Nah, Dougie McDaniels. I hope he's got some McHooping in him.
Yeah. So next Monday.
Don't be eating McDonald's, though. That stuff is dead. It'll kill you.
So, John, okay, I know you got to go, and I ain't going to hold you long.
Oh, yeah, dude,
so
thank you.
You got Memphis, Arkansas come up.
Yep.
What do people in Memphis want to see from this Tiger team next Monday night?
They want to see a win, and they also want to see when they're up 3, Cal foul somebody.
No. You know what they want to see? They want to see this team play, together and unified. Because when they played last year against North Carolina, this team didn't look that great.
No,
remember that?
Yeah, it was terrible. Preseason was terrible.
Right.
And then they went out to Maui and looked great.
Exactly. You want this team to show some signs of being able to play well together. You don't care if they win and lose. You just want to make sure they can shoot, because that's one of the things that some of the boosters are saying in the private practices. Oh, this team can't shoot.
Dude, just pull a Tarkanian. Let's go undefeated.
Look, just go undefeated.
Where's Grandmama?
Just go undefeated in the league and get to the tournament and go from there.
Man said, where's Grandmama? Harris Johnson like 50 plus.
He still can whip your ass.
He really could.
Yeah.
Hey, Terry, thank you so much for your time. And again, enjoy the Grizzlies on Wednesday. What you got tonight, though, in baseball? You who you see, Seattle, or do you see Toronto?
Man, look, I'm for the team that I have no dog in this fight. I just want to see a good pitching battle.
You got Bieber and Kirby.
I know,
both
man,
have been honestly very mid-grade in the postseason.
It's 2 football games.
Actually, they've been more like that Mexican swag that came in, had right angles and seeds and stems.
Yeah. It's gonna be nice. It's a great sports night.
9 Arnold Mendenhall, go to the the payphone, hit it, and they bring it out. Remember those little yellow envelopes?
Yes, I know.
Anyway, Terry, let's go watch a little baseball, enjoy some NBA, and damn it, Tigers better win on Sunday. About, let's say, 1 o'clock. Are we going to be dancing in the streets, drinking Tito's, or are we going to be
dancing
crying?
in the streets because Tigers play at 11 and Grizz play at 7.
All right, let's make it a Memphis main day. Be blessed, Holmes.
Exactly. Be good, my brother.
That is Terry Davis. Late for a break. You want to give him wood?
You do know you have my man Jorge, the baseball guy, coming up.
No, I don't, because I just got back to work, bro. I don't remember much.
I got you. I pushed him back. We got Jorge right at 10. I'm sorry, in 10 minutes, right at 12:40, because it's Game 7. So we got to have Jorge on. We've been on fire doing this segment, John.
If you're listening, I just realized I don't have my keys. Don't lock the screen door.
This is why we do what we do for you, John.
I don't have my keys. At least I got a wallet.
I think he about to leave, right? What's going on?
They're just making
To
sure.
go somewhere.
I got things to do. People
You start patting your pockets, dude. But yeah, you got Jorge going on, man.
Hey, Chaz, they not in my car either. Just for the record, they not in the truck with me this time.
You know, I left them for over a week in his car, and I had no idea where I lost my keys. I was like, how the hell did I lose my keys?
Yeah, we're gonna figure out a way to try to get some wood in. They've been missing you on wood. We omitted wood. Wood was the only thing
Then
last
I'm gonna
week.
give them Tito or Jorge. Baseball.
Yep.
Then I'll give them a little wood and a bet. Don't touch that dial, peeps. We got to pay a couple bills, but we're back in 2 shakes. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11, here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Everything today is technologically based. Well, except maybe you. If you're struggling with tech, no matter what kind, call Tech For You. Tech For You for TVs, home theaters, cameras, smart locks, digital storage, and more. Tech For You makes it simple and affordable. Call 697-9695. Make your home safe, comfortable, and up to date with Tech For You. Stop struggling with tech. Call 697-9695. Veteran-owned and operated Tech For You. Technology simplified.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
When you switch to Progressive, you could save bundling your home and auto. Then you could put that money towards some of the surprisingly more expensive things in life.
May I help you? I just wanted to request a late checkout, please. Of course. That's $30 per hour for up to 4 hours. Huh. Okay, but if you can offer a late checkout, then that probably means no one is staying in that room. So if it's empty, maybe I can just stay a few extra hours. Oh, aren't you adorable?
Life costs a lot, so bundle and you could save with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
On big game days, you want big game food, flavor, and fun. So on big game days and every day in between, you want Salt Sports Bar and Bistro. Salt has it all. Great happy hour food, great cocktails, and great games on 21 HD TV screens. You can also enjoy your favorite match on the patio with cigars and sports in the open air. Open for lunch and dinner from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Salt Sports Bar and Bistro, 3101 South Mendenhall Road. Salt Sports Bar and Bistro, where great food meets the big game.
Ole Miss Rebel Yell is back. The Rebel Yell Hotline Radio Show is back on WHBQ Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Every Monday night at 6, hear the latest news on your Ole Miss Rebels with Yancey Porter with 24/7 Sports, former Ole Miss defensive tackle Mike Fitzsimmons, Gordon Ford covering SEC Sports Call, and former Ole Miss baseball announcer Gary Darby. From kickoff to free throw to extra innings, your Ole Miss sports on the Rebel Yell Hotline Show right here Monday night at 6 on Sports 56, 560 AM and 98.5 FM, your Mid-South sports station.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by MemphisMoldInspector.com. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Man, I'm back. And the... Damn it, man. I almost felt like if I didn't leave Memphis, maybe Memphis wins. Is it my fault?
No,
Hell
no. It was the fullback's
fault.
The fullback who doesn't know how to be still on a tush
There's a
push.
lot of blame to go around. Hopefully they're working really hard over there. Kind of worried about Brendan Lewis. We'll find out, I'm sure, something later this afternoon, but it kind of looks like it might be the A.J. Hill show.
You got two pretty good backups. I think you do.
Well, we're going to find out, it look like. They play South Florida 11 o'clock. But I did want to remind you about my peeps at High Low. High Low is the cleanest team in town. They do industrial cleaning, commercial property. They do business, long-term cleaning, one-time cleaning. They're OSHA certified, hypoallergenic cleaning products. And always, they give the JD guarantee. Find any debris left behind, free cleaning until you're satisfied. Go to MrCleanTeam.com. That's MrCleanTeam.com. They do big businesses, man. Hershey's, Tyson, Sephora, Memphis School of Excellence. And again, if you're into construction, if you need something clean, it's pretty simple. Just go to MrCleanTeam.com, MrCleanTeam.com, and High Low will take care of you. That's HILO. Check them out. We'll be back talking about sports, but we have to talk about the baseball, and I don't see Jorge.
About 2 minutes away.
Oh, okay. I was like, dude, am I supposed to go to a break or something? Had me confused.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get it out of the way, you actually can.
No,
Okay.
I don't want to do that because I do have a big game. Mariners, Blue Jays tonight. It's not till, what time is first pitch? 7?
7:08, I believe.
7:08. I know it's on Fox or the FS1.
Yes, I love those guys on the desk. We brought that up last week. Who's your favorite baseball desk guys? The Fox guys or the TBS guys? And I chose the Fox guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to roll with the TBS guys.
You know what, Pedro, you cannot go wrong with Who's Your Daddy.
That's really
Who's
why.
Your Daddy?
I like Pedro.
Pedro Yamamoto. If you saw him after Yamamoto's performance against the Dodgers, he went ahead and said, you know what? You know who my daddy is? It's Yamamoto. So call me Pedro Yamamoto. You got to love it. You got to love it, Joe.
You can't get no cooler than Jimmy Rollins, man.
Can't get any cooler than J-Rob. I mean.
But I haven't even mentioned, like, Shohei Ohtani's buck-ass wild, what he did.
John, that was, I mean.
See, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. I've thought about this for a while, and it makes me look wrong because of what we've seen right now. But I will tell you, DHing and playing in the field is one thing. Mm-hmm. But he just DHs. He's the greatest hitter I've ever seen. I mean, the greatest left-handed hitter. Barry Bonds, the best right-handed hitter. He's the best left-handed hitter.
No, Barry was left-handed, right?
Oh, that's right. Barry was left. All right, now they're the best two that I know. Barry's still number one. Shohei, a little bit more work.
They can share the tier. I know what you're saying, though.
My point is, in all honesty, I wouldn't have him pitching. He's already had Tommy John. Mm-hmm. You saw
I said that
okay, you have seen what has happened. He luckily doesn't have to play. But his average, after the day he pitches, he hits under 200.
Yeah,
Numbers drop off big time. And he's the greatest hitter. Is he a good pitcher? Yes, he is. What he did by only giving up 2 hits the other night, striking out 10 while hitting 3 home runs, is the greatest postseason performance I've ever seen in my damn life.
Say his name.
Shohei Ohtani, damn it. It was nasty. And I'm sure Jorge has some feelings about what I said. First and foremost, what's up, Tito?
What's up, man? Welcome back.
Man, thank you. I had a lot of fun, man. Baseball's been buck wild. What I saw Shohei do. was the most insane postseason performance. You know, the Dodgers swept the Brewers, and Brewers have been good all year. Dodgers just beat that, you know what, and you can look at Shohei and say he was the man. It's probably the best postseason performance, hitting, pitching, everything. What he did, he will go down in the lore. But I don't know if you heard me talking a minute ago. I've always been one. He's such a great hitter. I don't know if I want him pitching. I feel like it's going to wear him down. What do you think about that statement? I'm just an idiot.
We've had this conversation actually in the dish, and a lot of people chiming in. You can't take that phase of the game away from him, man. He's so dominant in both aspects of the game, and you can't take that away from him. And as you see, it just makes the Dodgers that much better. Having Shohei pitch in Game 4. Meanwhile, any other team, he would be an ace. Like that. That's just.
Do you treat him? Do you treat him like you did this year, and do you just not basically pitch him anything past 5 innings until after the All-Star break? Don't even start him the first 2 months. Just let him work himself in so he has a longer off season for recovery. Because it's all about the postseason with the Dodgers. I don't need him making 30 starts a season.
They did that with all their pitchers this year. I mean, if you think about it, Snell, Glasnow,
Well, they also had everybody, their grandmother injured.
Well, yeah.
Did they just do that on purpose?
Who knows? But right now they're in mid-season form in the playoffs, and they're looking amazing. They're shutting everybody down. Look at what they just did to Milwaukee. They only let Milwaukee have an average of 118. That's crazy. And Milwaukee is one of the best hitting teams in all of baseball this year. So, yeah, I mean, if they can do it, why not? Especially, we've been talking about this with Ohtani since when, Johnny? The All-Star break, about him pitching up, getting his pitch count slowly up to where it needed to be come postseason. And look at what he just did against the Brewers, because they did that. That's, yeah. I mean, let him get four innings in, 3 innings in the start. Who cares? I mean, obviously, the Dodgers, they are who they are for this very reason. They have these all-star players which they can come in, dominate a game, and by the way, not only dominate a game on the mound, hit 3 home runs while he's at it, and be named the NL MVP.
And I bring this up, though, because the Dodgers, this is the first season they've had to deal with it. We saw the Angels. They had him starting. I mean, he was throwing 165 innings a year with the Angels for 3 consecutive seasons, making an average, I think, 27 starts. That was a lot of wear and tear on his body. He gets injured. All he did was hit last year for the Dodgers. And then they came back here, and I think this is perfect. They only started in 14 games. Now he started in 2 postseasons, 16 starts, a lot less innings. Never made him go over 5 until, last month of the season. And then you have him peaking healthy in the postseason, and you saw he only gave up 2 hits, struck out 10 while he hit 3 bombs. That's the formula, and I still think going forward, this is a guy I would never have realistically heating things up until after the All-Star break.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good point. And again, we talk about a lot about the Dodgers lineup that they can afford for one guy to be missing because they have so many people in that lineup that can move up, down, or just get on a hot streak and carry the lineup. We can say the same thing about their rotation. They have Blake Snell, they have Glass now, and they have Yamamoto. Any of those 3 guys in any other rotation are either the ace.
We didn't even talk about him. He went 9.
Yeah, exactly. So you're talking about a Shohei that's quote unquote, already has injuries in the past with his shoulder and his arm. So you're trying to protect him from himself. You don't have to put him out there every 4th or 5th day. And if you do, you can limit him to 3 or 4 innings, like you were saying, because they have that luxury to do so. And you're seeing it this postseason.
It's crazy, too. The Dodgers scored 15 in the Brewers 4 games and only gave up 4. In the Phillies, they only gave up, I believe in the Phillies series, they gave up 9 in the first 2 games when they lost those 2. No, they won those first 2. They gave up 6 in the first 2. And then after that, it was 2 and 1. And we know they got beat pretty quick.
So I was thinking about this the other day. If you told me that the Dodgers in the first 3 games would score 10 runs, I would tell you that the Dodgers in the series against the Brewers, they would be down 2-1 because of the amount of runs that the Brewers can score, and then the Brewers limiting the Dodgers to only 10 runs. And there was just complete and utter dominance from the rotation, like you were just saying. Their ERA from their rotation, those 4 games, was a .63 ERA by the Brewers. They only allowed them 1 run a game. The 35 strikeouts, 28.2 innings, 2/3 innings pitched, and only 9 hits. 9 hits the whole series. That is just dominating from the rotation.
Yeah, the Dodgers right now look like the best in the business. But I'm going to do something real quick, Jorge. I'm going to pay a couple bills because on the other side, me and you got to break down who's going to win, the Mariners or the Blue Jays. We'll make our pick. And then which is going to be the best World Series, who's going to win it and why. That's all on the other side. Don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Family Leisure doesn't do anything small. It's always got to be big, just like the world's biggest spa sale. Happening right now at Family Leisure. Check this out. You can get spas starting under $3,000. Spas and even swim spas, they're up to 30% off. Floor model spas have even bigger special prices. Cold plunges are all the trend right now. Take the plunge starting under $5,000. You see a patio furniture set you like? You could get a free umbrella with it. Ask an associate for details. Plus, swimming pools are clearance price now through the end of October. Get yours before the prices increase. And as with any big sale, special financing, it's available. The only thing small during the world's biggest spa sale at Family Leisure are the prices. Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun come together.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roof Services. I wanted to take a minute and discuss advertising with you. There are so many websites that list the best service provider in your area. Even the BBB has an accredited list. You know the one thing they all have in common? A company like mine has to pay to get on that list. So that begs the question, can those lists be trusted? You know what can be trusted? History. We've been around for almost 30 years providing customers with the best service and the best products that we possibly can. So if you need a roof, siding, or gutters, give us a call. We'll come talk to you and let you decide for yourself whether or not we know what we're talking about. Fiveash Roof Services. Best products, best warranties, and in many cases, the best price. We're fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or MemphisRoofer.com. 367-0050 or MemphisRoofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Here's what sets NST Law apart. They don't just work in Memphis, they ride for Memphis. From school fundraisers to courtroom battles, they show up where it matters. And when someone in this city gets hurt, NST goes toe-to-toe with insurance giants. No fear, no favors. It's not just the law to them, it's loyalty. And if you ever need backup after a crash, NST's got your back. NST is the way to go. Call 683-7000 or check out nstlaw.com.
Hey, this is Mike Golick Jr. from Westwood One. My dad and I are here every week to get you ready for Monday Night Football. We'll have exclusive game previews and interviews, plus updates on the big news from the weekend. Then, it's the exclusive play-by-play action with Kevin Harlan, Hall of Famer Kurt Warner, and the entire Westwood One team. Join us every week for Monday Night Football.
Right here on Sports 56.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Chumba Casino brings non-stop fun straight to your screen. Anytime, anywhere. Explore hundreds of games like slots, blackjack, and instant scratch-style cards. Sign up to unlock your free welcome bonus and daily login bonuses. And enjoy your chance at exciting prizes without spending a thing. Just click, play, and enjoy the ride. Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in a state where it's legal to play.
4.9 liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Man, I just found out the muscle hamster died, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all remember Doug Martin, the muscle hamster?
Yes, sir.
My man out of Boise State was badass, but when he went to Tampa Bay, his rookie year, I don't know if you remember, man, he went like everybody who drafted that dude, their fantasy football league, had like 1,926 total yards, 12 touchdowns as a rookie. Damn. I don't know how he's dead. The official cause of death is right now like not known, but they do say that police had to respond at 4:15 a.m. to a home invasion, and then the suspect reportedly experienced the medical emergencies. Offers detained Martin after a struggle. He then later became unresponsive in custody and later died at a hospital later that night. Just terrible stuff. The muscle hamster. I mean, that wasn't like that long ago, because I remember I was one of those lucky SOBs who drafted him.
Yeah.
But that's sad news. We got serious stuff, though, to get to. And that is very serious. What I mean is a little more uplifting, people. We've already like Ole Miss lost, Memphis lost. I got to get on something happy. We got baseball and football to gamble on. Tonight, Mariners play the Blue Jays. Nobody knows football like Jorge and the people over at the Dish. Who do y'all got, Jorge? What does the Dish think about tonight's game?
It's very torn, man, between this Game 7 and now this series has been back and forth, up and down.
Pressure's got to be all on Seattle, right? I mean, I just feel like if you're Seattle, you got to be going, wait, what the bleep happened? We won those first two games. Then we come back to the crib and, like, we lose 2 in a row. But thank God we got that 5th one. All right, we're 3-2. Let's go steal that junt and close it out. We're back. We're hitting the baseball. And it didn't work out last night.
I think you're absolutely right. The pressure's all on Seattle. Game 7, Toronto being at home. I'm loyal to a fault, and I'm going to stick to my guns and what I told you from the very beginning with this ALCS. I think that the Mariners are going to take it. The Mariners are going to show their bullpen today, and the Mariners are going to take it. But let me tell you this.
I'm not throwing a pitch. I'm walking Vlad Guerrero Jr. I don't give a damn all day long. Quit pitching to this guy. He's only having the greatest postseason probably anybody's there. Like, everybody's talking about Shohei Ohtani because he would have did in that one game. Vlad Guerrero has the postseason record already, like for home runs. Yeah. He's only hitting 465 with a slugging of 1,000.
Mm-hmm. Exactly what I was going to say. But the problem is, you're not only looking at Vlad. You're looking at the rest of the lineup. Look at what they did yesterday. The bottom third of their lineup. They're batting really well. Varsho, we're talking about Varsho, Lukes. We're talking Clement. They're all their average is over 300, man. They're a complete team putting the ball in play. They're not striking out a lot, which is what they did all year. And not to mention their defense. How about their defense yesterday with 3 double plays on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th inning consecutively, man. And 2 of them with the bases loaded. Yeah, the momentum is all with Toronto, but that was yesterday. Today's Game 7. It's do or die. Every pitch is even more under a magnifying glass. If you think the postseason, every pitch is under magnifying. Think about Game 7, how every pitch is scrutinized. It's going to be an epic Game 7, I believe. But I believe Seattle has enough to take it.
You know, I'm hoping. I'm going for. I like the big dumper. You know, Like the Cal Raleigh story's awesome. First left-handed hitter ever. So first switch hitter to ever pass the Mick, and then he gets the first. He's like one of the few Yankees in the American League that non-Yankees to actually get 60 home runs. He's been awesome all year, great behind the plate, and he's been great in the postseason, batting over 300. Julio, got to get it done tonight. You're going to need Naylor and Arozarena and Eugenio Suarez, who they brought over, to kind of start picking it up. Because again, I thought these guys were going to be boppers in the postseason. They've kind of let them down.
Yeah, if you're looking at every
Well, not
one of their
Naylor.
wins,
I can't
though,
say anything about Naylor. My bad. I was just saying like Suarez, Arozarena, Polanco.
Suarez showed up for you
J-Rod.
Friday, right, John? Didn't he have a grand slam Friday?
Yeah, he had a grand slam Friday. Yeah,
Well, man, he did have a grand slam and it put the game away. But again, that was like his one big hit in the series. He's only hit 2 home runs in the entire postseason.
Yeah. So if you're looking at, and this is what I'm getting to, sooner or later, this team is going to put it all together and put up a big number against Toronto.
They better.
It better be sooner, right, John? It better be tonight, right?
It better be tonight.
Exactly. So, and I was about to say, if you're looking at each game that they won, one of their boppers actually had a game for them, where it was Cal Raleigh tying game 1 with that solo shot, or him tying game 5 with that home run as well. Then we had Suarez that hit that grand slam that put the game away in game 5. We also have Julio that's been doing a little bit of something there on the field, and also his error that was costly yesterday. But we can put that behind us now. He has to come through today.
Shoot,
and then
Seattle, I think, had 3 errors yesterday. They couldn't catch the damn baseball.
No, they need to get that together because the Blue Jays are not going to beat themselves. The Blue Jays are a very good defensive team. Toronto has to string together some hits, and when they get to their power bats, use their power and get some clutch hits as well. Their pitching, we've seen them all year, and they've come through, but they have to continue putting zeros on the board. Look for these starters to have really short leashes today, too, man, because the first sign of danger, these managers are going to go to their bullpen, and they're going to go to their bullpen probably about the third or fourth inning, I would say, if you see any runners on base. You've seen that a lot in the playoffs, and in the Game 6, it's even worse.
Man.
Game 7.
Big baseball game. We also have 2 football games on tonight. Jorge, you like Bucks and Lions? Detroit 6.5.
What do we talk about the other day? The Detroit Lions always covered their spread after a loss, right?
Yep.
So I like Detroit covering the spread, man.
Texas, 3.5-point favorite. 3.5-point dog against Seattle at their crib in Seattle. I think it might be a Seattle night. Seattle Mariners plus the 115. Seattle Seahawks minus 3.5.
Sleepless in Seattle. That's what it's going to be, people.
It's going to be Meg Ryan looking hot before she screwed up her lips.
We talked about this. Seattle needs this, man. How about both teams winning it for Seattle? One going to the World Series and the other one getting the big win on Monday Night Football.
That's my man Jorge. Y'all check him out at The Dish over there on Facebook, and always check him out here on the thing. For Jerry, for Jay Ham, for Darian,
for
Newsom,
Jerry.
I'm John Harden. Hopefully my brain works a little better tomorrow. Get out there, make the world a better place. See you on the flip side. Peace.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports.